I hope all your needs are being seen to. You just let me know if they're not.
Doctor.
Welcome, welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm in charge of housing and provisions. It's my mission to ensure that everyone lives a comfortable and productive life. You should know that many of us consider it a great honor to have you here.
Newton.
Good to see you. Feeling well today?
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Damn right, clearance confirmed, you fucking synth. Rah!
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
What now?
They're dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. You know, send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
I killed one of your courses, by the way, dude. I wouldn't get too cocky.
Excuse me, I've got reports to deliver.
Whoa, I clicked on the thing. Pass provided information on escaped synth sightings. Tommy Lone Gun. A cricket. Travel mobile. Tuh! Crash Kankara, the chick that comes to my fucking place in Doc Weathers, AJ, Chems dealer, good neighbor. Mara Ski, Chems dealer and good neighbor. And Henry Cook in Thingamajig City. Interesting. I'll take the Corsa uniforms because they're quite
I know it'll be a difficult adjustment for you, but try to remember that synths aren't people.
Shut up, love.
I swear I spend half my time smoothing the feathers that Justin ruffles. We need to be able to collaborate with the other divisions, and that's a lot harder when they're always angry at us.
Yeah, well, if you can't get along, it's going to be hard to accomplish anything.
Yeah, even worse, we got a lot of smart guys with fragile egos. Anyway, we'll figure it out. It was good to meet you.
Alana.
Like any machine, a synth can malfunction. Just wish it didn't happen so often.
You guys don't mind I'm taking all your shit, right? I mean, not that I'd stop if you asked me to, but, you know, all the same.
Feels like this project has been going on for months.
We've got cameras everywhere. Any in
It's an
Sanctuary?
honor to meet you, sir.
Just check for a sec. What are these? I'm picking up these sensors and everything, but... Yeah, Aluminium. Nuclear material circuitry, yeah. Got plenty of that.
Child synth. It's just remarkable.
Excuse me.
Dr. Secord.
Remarkable,
The
creepy.
Directorate should take the synth escapes more seriously.
Hey there.
Pardon me, sir. Report anything suspicious to the SRB.
If the robotics division was a little more careful, we wouldn't have synths trying to escape.
Excuse me, Doctor.
So, here you are. Justin Ao, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Not unless you make any.
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Yeah, why not let them go?
If the synths want to be free, you should let them.
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation.
That's like the shittiest fucking excuse. Basically, we have no idea, other than them having intelligence, but no, that's not right.
Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and
Damn, that's
render
close
it
to leveling up.
We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Dr. Ao,
Yes, what is it?
I'm not done asking you questions, bitch.
you mentioned that coursers undergo special training. Tell me more about it.
The SRB constantly monitors our Gen 3 synth population, looking for specific traits. Those who show tenacity, fearlessness, and independence undergo a rigorous training regimen. We teach them armed and unarmed combat, investigative techniques, psychology, and mechanical skills. Those who pass a final evaluation become coursers. The rest have their memories wiped and return to their former duties.
Justin,
Not done yet. Come back
what
here.
is it?
if you're the acting head of the SRB, who are you filling in for?
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's supervising the retrieval of some of the more high-profile units. In his absence, I keep things running smoothly.
I think Zimmer's the guy that we met in Fallout 3, but I could be wrong. Alright, not much to see here. We haven't been to the robotics part, have we? Or
Reporting
is...
status. All functions normal.
Sir,
Remember
we've
to
had
keep
another
unnecessary
situation.
Power
A
consumption
code
to
red.
a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%.
We think there was a
also,
system glitch.
if you haven't
We're
patched
looking
your
into it.
navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls.
More patrols
All right,
and more rounds.
that's all for now.
Right away, sir.
You can
If you
resume your
see
duties.
anything even remotely suspicious, report it immediately. This absolutely cannot happen again. Got it?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Who the fuck is he talking to?
Hi, Doc.
It's a real juggling act, trying to keep all the systems down here operating in the green. This place might look shiny and new, but there's a lot of old technology in these walls. I lose sleep worrying about when the next blackout's gonna hit.
Looks like everything's running great. I'd say you're doing your job.
Hey, thanks. It's nice to be appreciated. Most people just take my work for granted. It's the kind of work that only gets noticed when something goes wrong, if you know what I mean. There's some stuff I need to check on. See you around, yeah?
Yeah, I don't think we checked robotics, did we? They didn't even bother telling us to go to robotics. Did it?
It was probably just a glitch in the nervous system. I can't imagine living on the surface. It sounds like a nightmare.
Just a limb twitching. But her eyes were moving as well. Involuntary twitching and rapid eye movement while sleeping can only mean one thing, Max. You just don't want to admit to yourself what it is.
If you're about to launch into one of your impassioned speeches about artificial sentience and machines with souls, don't bother. I've heard enough of them by now. Write them down from memory.
But we can't just ignore the question. If a synth can dream, why can't it have a soul? And if a synth has a soul, then it is a living person by every standard you can imagine. Of course it is far more comfortable to think of them as machines, so we can do what we want with them.
If you disapprove of the work we do here, you know where to find the teleporter.
Just a moment. I never said that. I'm simply trying to open everyone's eyes to new possibilities.
Well, it's an unwanted distraction. We're men of science, not philosophers. You do well to remember that.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I've increased synth responsibility by 0.04%.
Doc.
Ah, it's you. You're finally with us. I'd just like to apologize for any trouble our synths may have caused for you on your way here. They, of course, couldn't be told of your identity. And they have very specific protocols for protecting themselves and Institute interests. Most of which I designed myself. Not to make problems with you, though. Will you be staying with us then?
I'm thinking it over.
Well, I hope you do decide to stay. It would mean a great deal to Sean. If you require anything, especially as it pertains to synths, please let me know.
Hi, Doc.
Today is full of possibilities.
The synths aren't just Father's legacy. They're his gift to humanity.
The synths are treating you well, I hope?
Doctor.
You've arrived at a momentous time. Our third-generation synths are a true breakthrough. The culmination of centuries of research. It's no exaggeration to say that they're superior in almost every way to human beings.
Not superior to me.
What makes them superior?
The list of improvements is exhaustive. I can talk for an hour and still not cover all of it. Imagine what you could accomplish if you could live without fear of hunger or disease. Imagine what you could create if you could spend every waking moment of your life as you saw fit, with no need of sleep. Like I said, a momentous time.
Max.
All our divisions are important, but I tend to think of robotics as the first among equals.
Well, that's creepy. Real creepy.
So much research. So little time.
Alright, well. I guess we're leaving that. Very weird. It's up top, isn't it? I mean, what they're doing here is all well and good, but why are they not helping the surface? And why are they kidnapping people, innocent people who have absolutely nothing, and then doing mutation experiments on them or some particular bollocks that we saw downstairs? Answer me that, game. Answer me that. They're not so fucking clean as they think they are.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations.
Which doesn't make their free will any less, you know, any less real.
When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Who erased his memories? And why?
Those idealistic radicals who call themselves the Railroad are behind it. We'll deal with them in time. But right now, the priority is to reclaim that synth before more harm is done. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Okay, he's using this as a probably a bit of a poor example, just because when he had his mind wiped and thinks he's a human that he decided to be a bad human, does not, you know, it's still free will. If you're going to be a prick, you still have the free will to be a prick. Doesn't mean I have to like you, but, you know, it's still free will for what it is.
Son.
You should get going. There's no time to waste.
No, so we're not going to discuss why we're... Alright, we're leaving then, are we? Wow, that's a long way away, is it not? Can we fast travel out of this place? Apparently we can. I'd kind of like to use the elevator, the teleporter, though. It's supposed to be the only way out, right? Yeah, well, it depends what they want to do. I mean, they're still, like, so disconnected from the thing that they refuse to believe that their machines have free will, which he just basically admitted that they have free will, or what comes across as free will. I don't know. It's all very weird. I'm not... Their hands are not, or anywhere as near as clean as they seem to think that they are. Take it, we literally just teleport out then, do we? Apparently so, yep. Well, we'll go talk, see if my giant ass electric teleporty thingy is up and running or not. Ah, okay, we do actually get teleported. It would appear that my thing exploded. What happened to my fucking science lab? The bastards blew it up. They blew it up! Son of a bitch. Yep, it's completely blown up. There goes my idea of making that a thing, but I suppose I can scrap the building, make it something else.
What's going on? Don't take offense to Marcy. She's working through the loss in her own way.
Here's that holotape you gave me, full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
Yeah, not our enemy. I don't think we have anywhere near enough information right now to decide whether or not they're our enemy.
So this was just a fishing expedition?
There wasn't any way to know ahead of time what might be on their network. So I just had that program set to grab everything it found. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
Sturgeon.
Hey. This place is really coming together, huh? I can't take all the credit.
Alright, well.
Here's that holotape you gave me, full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
Probably useless. Expect to find.
The Institute isn't our enemy, remember.
I know, but it never hurts to be prepared. Just in case they decide the Commonwealth isn't big enough for the both of us. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
Oh, that's that. It might not be our direct enemy, but I'd rather know everything about them. Just to be sure.
What I wouldn't give for a good stiff drink.
Interesting, though. I mean, the entire story is based around finding your son. We've found him, allegedly. I And if the Institute isn't like the big bad guy, then who's the big bad guy? Or does the Institute have some kind of hidden agenda? I don't know. We will have to redo this, though. Can I... Wait a minute. I assume we can scrap these things, right? Yeah, we can. I can repair it. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I can repair the things, interestingly. I can't right now, but yeah, I can repair them, so yeah, we can keep that as my, like, science-y lab thing. So yeah, that'll stay like that. Yeah.
You'd go faster if you kept your eyes on the road and off me arse.
No one's looking at your arse, Red!
Hey.
Piper.
Point the way. You look like you could use a pick-me-up.
Your thoughts?
How did I ever travel without you, Blue?
No thoughts on the fact that my son, who's like 60, is in charge of the Institute?
Nice to see there are still some folks with sense in the Commonwealth.
No.
Nothing else for now.
Sure.
Alright, we'll quick save, and then I'm gonna go hand the serum in to what's-his-face. I did give him my word, and he helped me, so... let's do this, and not get eaten by the Death Claw. Hopefully.
Gonna have a lot more limbs and a lot less hair if we stick around here too much longer.
Well, I'm glad to see the relay didn't completely vaporize you.
It did, but I pulled myself together.
I suppose you did. Now, what about the serum? Did you find it?
Got it right here.
That's it. That's really it. All right. Let's see. Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
That's good.
It is. But there's only one way to know if it works. All right. Here we go.
No. Here's where he explodes.
We wait.
How long will it take?
I don't know. Nothing like this has ever been tried before. I'm going to rest for a while. I'm back in a few days, maybe a week, and... well, I guess we'll see. In any event, you kept your end of our bargain. Thank you.
Protect and serve.
Virgil?
I'm going to get some rest.
Alright, we'll come back later on at some point and see what's happening. But I'm nothing if I do not keep my word, so, you know. He did help me. I shall have him in return. And now get the hell out of it because that Deathclaw is still close. I'll tell you what, guys, it's getting late. I think I'm going to call it a night, and we'll pick up where we left off tomorrow. Although, before we do so... I could get science rank 2. Yeah. I'll look into it later. See what's wrong we need. For now, I'm off. It's getting late, and I'm gonna go get an earlier night for once. In like the first time in like 2 years.